Hi there, everybody. We're on Z014 The Talk Sports, and I'm here with Villanova's number 3, Josh Hart. How you doing today, Josh? You know, I'm doing pretty good. Happy to be here. Well, Josh, we're just here to ask you a couple questions. It's going to be pretty quick because, you know, we got some other players coming through as well, so we're going to get it started. All right, let's go. Question number 1 being, how do you think your team's going to do this season? Well, I think we're going to do pretty good. We got some good returners. We got some good incoming freshmen. Coach is good. Fan base is good. I think we're going to do great this year, honestly. That's great. Coming off of a championship last year, do you think Villanova can repeat? Well, yeah, I think we can repeat. I don't see why not. You know, we got some returners, like I said, got some talent, good coaching. We have the we have the bracket experience, making it all the way to the Final Four in the championship, winning in a close one against North Carolina, a great team. I really think we can do it again. Last question being just 3 questions here. This is just a little drama causer. Who do you think is going to win AP Player of the Year? Well, to be honest with you, I think I'm going to win it. Just being a little confident, you know, I think I'm the best player in this league that the NCAA ever going to see. And I'm going to will Villanova to a championship, whether they like it or not. Well, there are players like Lonzo Ball, Markelle Fultz, De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk from Kentucky. Do you think you can win it over all those guys? Well, personally, I think I'm better than all those guys. All those guys are good, but I think I can win it over them. Well, you guys heard it first here. Josh Hart. Nice to have you, Josh. Thanks for having me. All right, coming up on just a few minutes on Z104 The Talk Sports, we have freshman phenom Lonzo Ball from UCLA coming in to answer the same questions that we asked Josh Hart. Stay tuned. It's coming up next. We're back here on Z104 The Talk Sports, and I'm here with freshman phenom point guard Lonzo Ball from UCLA. How you doing, Lonzo? You know, I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. Nice to have you on the show. We're going to ask you 3 simple questions. We asked the same to Josh Hart. We're going to ask you. So, question number 1 being, how do you think your team's going to do this season? Well, you know, we got some good players. You know, I'm here. You know, we got a good shooting guard. You know, we got Leaf. We got all these players coming back. We got good coaches, great experience. And I really think we can make a deep run this year. Well, that's great to know. Great to hear. Second question being, Villanova won it last year. Do you think they're going to repeat, or do you think you guys can give them a pretty good shot? Well, you know, Villanova's a great team. You know, they got Josh Hart. He's a extremely talented player. And, but I think we'll be able to be pretty competitive this year. There's some pretty strong teams coming in. Probably going to make the tournament this year, Final Four. But we'll see. It's going to be really, really good March Madness this year. Really good. All right, Lonzo, last and final drama question. Who do you think is going to win AP Player of the Year? Well, I'll win it. You know, you know, this is freshman year. You know, I hope I can come in. There's many great players in this league. You know, Josh Hart being one of them. You know, we got the duo of Fox and Monk over there at Kentucky. Many great players. Markelle Fultz at Washington. It'd be great to win it, but, you know, that's not my only focus. I want to win the championship. I'm here to win the championship and bring one to UCLA. But if I win AP Player of the Year along the way, that'd be a great deal. Well, Lonzo, thanks for being here. We're going to let you go, so thanks for having me. Yeah, thanks. Up next on Z104 The Talk Sports, we're bringing in freshman point guard from Kentucky, De'Aaron Fox, followed by his amazing teammate, Malik Monk. Stay tuned. That's coming up next on Z104 The Talk Sports. Right here with me on Z104 The Talk Sports, I have a freshman point guard from Kentucky, De'Aaron Fox. How you doing, De'Aaron? Well, you know, I'm doing pretty good, man. Can't complain. Yeah, can't complain. Doing pretty good, man. Nice day outside, huh? Yeah, it is a nice day outside. So, we had Josh Hart, Lonzo Ball in here previously. We're going to ask you the same exact questions we asked those 2. All right, hit me. Question 1, how do you think Kentucky, a really powerful historical college, is going to do this year? Well, you know, pretty good. You know, got me, Monk, really talented team. Humphrey's down there banging down low. Got really good pieces to put together. You know, we're a really good team, so I expect us to go pretty far this year. All right, Josh Hart said that he believes that Villanova's going to repeat this year. How do you feel about that? Man, Josh Hart, man, that man full of himself, man. He always hyping his own team up, knowing good and well that Villanova ain't going to win no championship with him running the team. They run the offense through him. They're not going to win a championship with him. I don't know why he thinks that. Kentucky, we're going to go all the way. We're going to do this thing like we normally do, and we're going to pull this out at the end of the day. Oh, that's pretty strong words there, Mr. Fox. So, final question. Who do you think's going to win AP Player of the Year? Because Josh Hart believes he is. What do you have to say about that? Man, like I said earlier, Josh Hart is whack. No disrespect, he's not the best player in the NCAA. I'm way better than he is. Lonzo Ball's better than he is. You got Fultz. My own teammates, Monk's better than he is. Probably every single person on my team is better than Josh Hart. Don't get me wrong, Josh Hart's a good player. He's just not as good as he's hyped up to be or as much think he is. There's no way he's just going to lead Villanova to a championship on his own. Like, that's just honesty. So, who do you think is going to win AP Player of the Year? Well, really don't care. I'd love to win it. I'd like to see Link Monk win it. Lonzo Ball's pretty good. Who else? Let me think. Marco Fultz from Washington's pretty good. There's many, many great players out there. Thompson at Ohio State, big man down low. He's pretty talented. But, I can't wait to see who wins this year. It's going to be a great season. It's going to be something interesting to watch come March. People get eliminated left and right. Well, thanks for having us, Mr. Fox, and we'll see you during the season. Thanks for having me, man. Glad to be here. Thanks. Coming up next on Z104 The Talk Sports, bringing on teammate of De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk, arguably one of the best freshmen coming in this year. We're going to ask him the same exact questions coming up next on Z104 The Talk Sports. Stay tuned, folks. So we're currently sitting waiting for Malik Monk to walk in. But while we're waiting, let's talk about what De'Aaron Fox was talking about on Josh Hart. Josh Hart, a very talented player, definitely not a slouch. De'Aaron Fox calls him whack. De'Aaron Fox talks about how much better he is than Josh Hart. Do you think this could spark a potential rivalry this season? Every time they see him during the season, if they ever see him during March Madness, God forbid, that'd be a pretty interesting matchup to watch. I think this is going to be a very, very interesting season for De'Aaron Fox to back up what he said. And it's going to be very interesting to see Josh Hart try and back up what he said and see if he can actually will Villanova to a championship. And it's going to be an amazing show to watch if De'Aaron Fox and Josh Hart face off in the tournament. I think Sparks are going to fly this year. I think it's going to be very, very interesting. Now, as to what De'Aaron Fox said, I don't think he should have said all that. It's the beginning of the season. They're all young, all freshmen. I think that was kind of unnecessary. Now, he is just trying to calm down Josh Hart. Josh Hart, of course, De'Aaron Fox probably doesn't like him coming in thinking he's all hype. Think he's going to win Player of the Year, all that stuff. And think he's going to leave enough to a championship. I think he's just trying to set some reality into Josh Hart that this is going to be a long, hard season. Here comes Malik Monk now. Now we have Malik Monk with us on set. We're going to ask him a couple questions. And, let's get this going. So, Mr. Monk, how do you think your team's going to do this season? I think we're going to do pretty good. We're competitive. Got me and Fox, who was just on here earlier. He mentioned some players on the team that are going to contribute. And I think we're going to do pretty good this season. Just it's my own belief. They're going to do pretty good. Alright. So, Villanova, do you think they have the potential to repeat? I know you saw De'Aaron Fox have some strong words to say about that. De'Aaron, he's entitled to his own opinion. He's a hard worker. He doesn't really like people just coming in and trying to set the tone like that and calling themselves the best automatically without ever touching a NCAA court yet, and the season hasn't started. But Villanova's great. Josh Hart's a good player. They have the potential to repeat. I know one of the hardest things doing is winning a championship twice because everybody wants to beat you. You have a giant target on your back. Now, I think we can do it as well. But, Villanova's a really talented team. If I saw them repeating, it'd be a really, really, really nice thing to see because it's a very good program. I think they deserve it. But I also like to win it myself. My years in college, limited. So I like to, put a nice little college resume together. All right, final question. Who do you think is going to win AP Player of the Year? Well, I hope to see De'Aaron Fox win it. I see him put in a lot of work. He's a very, very talented point guard. He works harder than anybody else in the gym. He's always the first one there and the last one to leave. People take him for granted. He's not the biggest guy out there, but, he'll run around. He'll run the pick and roll. He'll dribble between you. He'll go off for about 40 points in the blink of an eye. So, I'd love to see him win AP Player of the Year because I think he would deserve most of anybody else in the league giving me, to be honest. Well, Mr. Monk, thanks for your time. Thanks for coming in and speaking with us. Next, we have Markel Fultz coming in the room, and thanks for coming. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me. Up next with us on the Z104, the Talk Sports, we have Washington's very own Markel Fultz, arguably the greatest young talent and future #1 draft pick by some mock drafts. Now, we'll have him in a second on Z104, the Talk Sports. Stay tuned. Right here, I have with me Washington's very own Markel Fultz. How are you doing, Markel? I can't complain. I'm doing pretty good. All right, we're going to ask you a couple simple questions here, just like we asked the other guys, and we just want you to answer. All right, I think I can do that. All right, off topic, they say you're quite a quiet person. Is that true? Yeah, I try to avoid as much drama as possible. So, the best way to do that is just, stay quiet. Try not to say too much. All right, I feel you. There has been a lot of drama on the show so far today. So, first question, how do you think your team's going to do this year? Many people say they don't think we're going to do that good this year. We may not be the most talented roster out there, but, there's no other group of boys I'd rather be playing with. A player of my caliber, I could have gone either, Kentucky, UNC, Duke, being one of those guys. But no, I decided to, take my own path and go to Washington. I think we're going to do all right. We're just as good as the other guys. We got guys who were the man in high school, stars, McDonald's All-Americans, and stuff like that, just like anybody else, so I think we'll do all right. Villanova came off a strong season last year. Think they're going to go back and win another one this year? I don't know. There's lots of teams got better, personally, in my opinion, I don't think they will. I would love us to win it. That'd be great. I can see Kentucky winning it. Monk and Fox, that's a crazy combination. I don't even know how people like that end up on the same team. But, yeah, I don't know if Villanova's going to pull it out. They got Josh Hart, very talented player, quite cocky player. But I think that's going to be his biggest detriment in his cockiness. I think that's going to be the cancer for the team. All right, final question. Who do you think is going to win AP Player of the Year? I like to win it. I don't think I'm going to win it because, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to win it. But I think Lonzo Ball will win it. Lonzo Ball, he very good player coming in, very high rated, really big for his position. He can shoot well, amazing player, speed, length, agility, all that stuff. So in my opinion, I think Lonzo Ball is going to take it home this year. All right, thanks, Mr. Fultz, for your participation. And that wraps it up for Z104 The Talk Sports with Mr. Fultz. Tune in next time on Z104 The Talk Sports.